Live.
Hello there, and welcome to the Target World Podcast live Facebook video happening right now in front of you here. Hopefully you can see me. Hopefully the iPad is at the right level, but let me know if not. Well, we had lots of things going on since we've last talked here. I went to see Muse in London. It was fantastic. Unfortunately, my poor brother Marcus got sunstroke, so not very well afterwards, but the gig was fantastic. Tom Moroder from Rage Against the Machine did a whole Rage Against the Machine sets are very, very good. Pale Wave, new sort of indie female group, were really good as well. I really enjoyed London Stadium. Fantastic staff, very helpful if you're blind. There is no reason why you can't go there and watch a gig or concert or football at the Hammers ground if you're blind, because their support staff are fantastic. What else? Lots of TV. Killing Eve's back. Done YouTube videos on that. What a great program that is. There's a new one coming on episode 2 I need to do. Years and Years has nearly finished. That's getting better and better. I just think you're not really meant to like any of the characters in that. That's really good. And of course Summer of Rockets, very good, Stephen Polikoff. We'll discuss all those on the main podcast. And then we have the main bit of the podcast, which is doing the new audiobook and the DVD of the final part of the Key to Time box set, which is the Armageddon Factor. A sort of, we got to find the last bit of the Key to Time to finish everything off. Bit long, unfortunately, on the episode. We have 6 episodes when it could be done with 3. But you might have different opinions on that. You might think 6 is good. I personally thought the last couple were a bit long-winded, and I think Tom Baker felt the same, because on the commentary I was watching, he's basically wanting it all to end pretty quickly. But we'll go into that in more detail on the actual podcast, what's coming up. Audiobook, very good, came out last week, read by the great John Leeson, who plays K9, and his voice is good, but not very good for the Doctor and Romana, but more detail on that on the main podcast. We'll also be discussing all the news Doctor Who-wise. So what's happening now is that the directors for season 12, Jodie Whittaker's next season, have been announced, so I shall tell you all about that. We have new Big Finish stuff. We have the great second season of the Lives of Captain Jack, with the great John Barrowman being fantastic as Captain Jack again, and also pretending to be the Sixth Doctor, and those photos are of him actually wearing the Sixth Doctor's discussing what beautiful multicoloured jacket. They're not photoshopped, they are actually him wearing it on the cover, if you've seen that. And in relation, it's been announced today what season 23, which is the Trial of the Time Lord, Colin's final season, will be coming out on Blu-ray box set in September, so we're getting that. Box set wise, we've also got the season 10 John Pertwee box set coming out on July the 8th, which I will be getting as well. And of course, from BigFinish.com, we've also had a few Torchwood things, and we've had the great Paternoster group being back, so all that to discuss. Plus their multi-universe Doctor Who thing that's coming out for the 20th anniversary of Big Finish. Has it really been 20 years since they started? I can remember when they first started, and you had to buy the cassettes of them from places like Borders and that in London. That's why I got into it. And then eventual downloads, and lots more to tell you about that on the podcast. But yeah, if you want to add anything to the podcast, if you follow a group, if you're into music, if you're into DVDs, films, games, anything like that, and please get back. Get also lots of sport on at the moment. We had what have we got at the moment? We've got the Cricket World Cup. Hopefully England won against Afghanistan. Though I haven't seen the score of that yet. Let me know. We've got Queens and Wimbledon. Very English, beautiful tennis being played. Queens, what I think due to this terrible summer we're having at the moment, hopefully it'll get better. You know, joys of me buying a pair of brand new Gant shorts, bought it for going to London, and get one day of 28 degrees in London, but since then it's rained solidly. Joys of English weather, hey. Might have to jump on a plane and go to Florence for a couple of days. That would be nice. Anybody up for that? Let me know. So more in the main podcast coming. That should be with you in the next day or two, because I finished the DVD today and I finished the audiobook last night, so hopefully we'll get a recording tomorrow. I also got to thank Matt Cooper. He knows who he is. He's a very good friend of my family for years, who has given to the GoFundMe account that's available here. I think that's what you call it. I always get that app name wrong, but just check, it's all on the Facebook page here. Or there is a Facebook account for donating. The reason for that is the laptop, you may think, oh, I've got a laptop, so why does he need something better? The answer is, joys of being blind, I use extra software that runs on top of the editing software. And at the moment, my laptop is basically nearly smoking because it just cannot cope with running a piece of software called JAWS, which is the screen reader. It tells me everything on screen, plus Audacity, which is the editing software. Meaning that I normally end up on a 20-minute podcast spending 5 hours editing it, which has been basically not good time-wise and all that sort of stuff. So we want 1,500 for new equipment. That's all we need for a new MacBook Pro probably, and some microphones and software. And then we will be able to put the podcast into a super level. I know people don't like being asked for money, but I thought I'd just mention it here. That's up to you what you do. But a donation, like £1 would be great. Anything would be fantastic. But yeah, new podcast coming tomorrow, as it takes forever at the moment to edit it. But it will be with you soon. Oh yeah, also got to mention there's plenty of good music that's going to be mentioned. I finally got it, came out as a download. Why is it not on vinyl? Of the great soundtrack from the Shane Meadows, The Virtue. It is available on Apple Music only at the moment, or Spotify. Unfortunately not on vinyl. I wish PJ Harvey would release it on vinyl because it would just sound beautiful. But yeah, more discussion on that in what I've been watching tomorrow. Plus the news section, there is so much stuff going on at the moment. We're starting to get things coming out about Jodie's new season and also lots of stuff from Big Finish. So yeah, I hope to all hear you on the podcast. It'd be great to get to 250 listeners on audioboom.com. We're on 243 last time I looked. Yeah, you can listen to it there. You can listen to it on TuneIn. I will upload the last 2 podcasts to Mixcloud the next day, so you'll have it there. Yeah, it's all there. You can ask your smart speaker for it. It'll do that. Or you can watch the videos. There is now a YouTube channel as well. Just search for the Target World using Siri and it will find it. So yeah, lots of things there. I need to add a few more videos because, as I said, there hasn't been one on for a few days and there's been lots. So I need to add episode 2 of Killing Eve, some more Summer Rockets, some more Years and Years. Can't wait for that to finish tonight. I reckon that the spoiler count, Rory Kinnear character is going to get his comeuppance by his daughter. I reckon that's what's going to happen. That's my theory on the great Years and Years. But I reckon that will carry on because I bet the other lions who are children at the moment will come the main thing in season 2. I reckon. I hope there's a season 2. What else have we been watching? Oh, the great Gentleman Chat with that fantastic music goes all the way through it, and I thought it got quite interesting last night because it went very dark, it went very black and violent again last night. This seems to be the theme with Gentleman Chat. Everybody thinks it's a nice, beautiful period drama with lots of lesbian sex in it, but it's not. It's a complete, like Happy Valley was. You thought that was about one thing and it's completely about something else. There's a lot of violence in it, there's a lot of darkness, and it's just brilliant. But more discussions on all that in the main podcast, so please listen to the main podcast. That's the Target World podcast. And as I said, look at the YouTube channel and hit the bell, share, subscribe. We'd love more subscribers on the channel. So yeah, hope to all hear from you soon. Bye.
Live. 7. Live. Formats. But creative tools. Lit camera. Flashlight select. Invite to go. Comment button. Finish button.